Both free throws good for Mr. Moves. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside, George from outside the arc. That is good. George has got 9.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
The shot's good from Mr. Moves.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
Now here is George. 9 points in the game so far. Hill dishes to Hibbert. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Some changes for Chicago. Festus
dialed in from long range. I like it.
Young's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Both teams will make substitutions. 17 seconds left to play in the third. The dish to Rose. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rose has got 6.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Bulls out front as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run, and will return shortly.
Coming up next Monday night, March 19th, the Brooklyn Nets go up against the Chicago Bulls. It's the real deal.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
Chicago has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Mr. Moves, he's in at the point. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. Then there's Jimmy Butler. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Mr. Moves. 6 to shoot. Goodson.
Yeah, they seem to be looking for chances inside a little bit more this half.
And I love that mentality. You talked about it earlier, being the aggressor. It's the right way to play with the lead. Keep attacking.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And I'll tell you, the other thing, guys, is the mid-range shot has been something that's really worked well for them tonight.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Now here is George. He's guarded closely. Hibbert kicks to Matthews. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Magic. They double him with Matthews. Outside Butler, jacks up a 3. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, it's plays like that. Hustle plays on the glass and then staying with it, being active. They've really caused some problems for that defense.
And that one misses. And for the Pacers, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And that's now 11 points here for George. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Mr. Moves. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Indiana with it. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That matchup falls in the middle game of this three-game trip.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
That's his second personal foul. Mr. Moves. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
That's good for Mr. Moves. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good for Mr. Moves.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And so here is Indiana. And here we go. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Outside Matthews. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Six to shoot. Takes the three. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Right block shot. It's rebounded by Indiana. Stripped away. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Can't hit, so the Pacers will take it the other way.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Matthews. He feeds it to Teletovic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cohen. Blocked. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Mr. Moves. And it falls over the rim and in. Mr. Moves got 33.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
The Bulls making a switch here.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Aguilar.
Pacers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's Grove. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul. Bulls foul.
No good on that one.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Indiana. Grove. Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Mr. Moves. Here's Bairstow. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Number 41. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. And turnovers, Clark and Steve, have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, Clark?
Now here's Matthews, 6 on the shot clock, and blocked, and he gets it back. Here's Cohen. The long distance 3 is buried. Well, Chicago has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Mr. moves, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Indiana, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. They set the pick. Matthews, no one around him, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Mr. Moves. Passes it to Moran. Here's Mr. Moves. The three-pointer is right on target. Mr. Moves got 36.
Wow. Wow. What a great performance from him. He's hit 3 in each half.
To the inside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul.
That free throw, no good. And the Bulls making a change here. Gibson's checked in. Nick Young's checked in for Indiana. And he sinks the second.
He needed to cash in on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Bulls.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
They will walk out of here riding high today. Big win over a conference foe that they split their previous 2 meetings with.
Steve, one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they can build off this win and beat them a 3rd time.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Mr. Moves. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Cohen. Steps back and trains the jump shot.
Well, he can squeeze himself into the box score every now and then.
24 seconds left in the game. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. So it's Chicago now. Feeds it to Azili. And the pass to Mr. Moves. No good off the front iron. Here's Cohen. And he's way off from outside. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Derek, congratulations on a terrific win. What did Coach Thibodeau emphasize as the focal point of what the team needed to do?
Play defense. Even when we're going, we still got to play defense throughout the whole game. That's what Coach Tibbs always talk about. We're still working on it. And we're just trying to play team basketball, play defense together and offense together.
Derek, thank you. Kevin, surprise, surprise. Coach Thibodeau talking defense.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us